Hi, TRAD friends. Tom Morley coming at you once again from Chattanooga, Tennessee with Play Along TRAD session number 219. Glad to have you with me today, and I hope you're ready for a lot of great tunes. I've got a real grab bag of tunes from Ireland and Scotland, and even an English tune, I believe. So why don't we get right into it with a very interesting reel that I discovered years ago called the Glen Allen. It's a classic reel with A and B sections that you do 2 times around in the key of G, a real friendly key. The interesting thing about this tune is that once you play the first section down low on that fiddle, the B section of the tune is basically the same melody an octave higher. So it makes it kind of fun and an easy tune to remember. So let's get into it here. The Glen Allen reel. Key of G. I'll do it 3 times around, folks, and the first 2 times will be medium speed, and then I'll kick it up the 3rd time around so we get closer to kind of a session speed. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's play the first tune in session 219. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Top. The Glen Allen is the name of that tune, and I hope you enjoyed playing that one with me. The first of 10 good tunes we'll play today, and the second one I picked a great Irish reel. No, I'm sorry, we already did a great Irish reel. Now we're going to do a jig called Lannigan's Ball in E minor. This tune has been around since at least the 1860s and was published way back in a number of books, including the Ryan's Mammoth Collection, a real famous book that came out in 1883. So yeah, this tune has been around for a long time. It was also then put in lots of other books, O'Neill's collections and all these books. But it was well known clear back to Civil War times, at least. This tune has an interesting A section for you players. There's some C sharps in it. But then right after you play a C sharp, you can suddenly have to play a C natural. So you have to watch out for that. So there's some accidentals in this tune with one sharp in the key. Watch out for the accidental C sharps, and then after you're happy and played those, watch out for the actual C naturals that are in the key. Does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, here we go with Lannigan's Ball. 3 times around, same way. 1, 2, here we go. Lannigan's Ball. What a classic tune that one is. It's been played by trad players for like 100 and what? That'd be 175 years now. No, maybe not that long, but what? Well, yeah, it would be somewhere in that vicinity. Classic tune, and there's so many other great Irish jigs that have that same kind of feel to them, and a popular tune, yes, and it was in E Dorian. Well, actually, David, no. I put this in the key of G, so this is the natural minor key to G. E minor Ionian, I think that is. but since it has C sharps and C naturals in it, it could go either way. That's one of those funny tunes like that. All right. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Lannigan's Ball. Next, we're going to do a lot of the tunes we're doing today are quite old, 100 plus years old. And the next tune, Jacky Tar, is certainly in that category. It was first published in 1890 in a Scottish hornpipe collection. And while I think of this as an Irish hornpipe, it really has Scottish origins first, but it's been popular, and you'll hear this at any Irish session as well. It's called Jacky Tar, and a really jaunty, fun tune to play. I really love this one. And so let's play this one 2 times around, just the way they would at a TRAD session. The hornpipes usually only get played twice. And don't forget to give it a nice little lilt. That'll give it the hornpipe feel, of course. So here we go with Jacky Tar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Top. Play that one 3 or 4 more times, I feel like. It's because it's such a classic tune with a really fun melody. I have a little fun there putting some double stops in it as well. Hey, I want to say hi to some other folks who are popping in from all corners of the U.S., including Connie, my good friend Connie down there in Pensacola, Florida, and Julie Zamudio coming in to us from the beautiful town of Portland. So nice to see you both tuning into a real big group of folks here for my 219th Monday play along session. Kay says she really likes that one. Thanks, Kay. And this is a great way, if you're just new or partially new to playing trad tunes, to discover new ones that you like. I've always said that everybody should have make some lists so that they can keep track of all these tunes, because there's hundreds of them, thousands of them really, and I've tried to do that throughout my playing of these tunes. Put down a list of your favorites that you really like, maybe separate them into jigs and reels and hornpipes, so that if you're at a session or playing along with some folks, you'll be able to think of a good tune. If you're already playing a set of jigs, what other jig could you play? But everybody ought to also have a list of tunes that they want to learn, or that they're working on, that they want to add to their repertoire, and maybe also be able to play by heart without looking at the music. And so I know that over the years that I've done this, now that we're into our 6th year of play-along sessions, heard from many folks that say they really have found a lot of tunes and then added them to their repertoire thanks to hearing me play them. All right, so there's a good one for Kay. I remember I hadn't really been able to play that one until at some point during the pandemic. I got good at playing Jacky Tar. You'd think that would have been one of the earliest ones that I would have done. All right, well, let's play a pretty one now. This is a Scottish lament tune in 3/4 time called Hector the Hero, a very famous melody, beautiful melody that was written in 1904 by the famous Scottish fiddle player John Scott Skinner. He wrote many wonderful reels and jigs and laments that are in the fiddler's repertoire. Of course, if you love Scottish tunes, you know lots of his tunes. I don't know as many, but I've always loved hearing these tunes. He was a brilliant composer, and he wrote this melody, which is sometimes used at memorial services now, and because it's such a beautiful, heartfelt melody. The amazing thing about this melody, Hector the Hero, is that it's based on a D scale. 8 notes, that's the only 8 notes that are in the whole tune. Yet it's just such a singular, memorable melody that he was able to create out of those 8 notes. So we'll do this 2 times around. You want to watch out for the Scottish snap, a slow version of it. There's melody. There's some measures in this tune that are an 8th note, quarter, 8th note, quarter, 1 and 2 and 3. That's what happens, 1 and 2 and 3. So watch out for those. There's also some measures with 2/16 and an 1/8. 3 E and, but in the slow tempo that this tune is, none of this is hectic or sounds too busy. So that's a good way to work on your counting, I think. So here we go, 2 times around on the beautiful John Scott Skinner melody called Hector the Hero in the key of D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Beautiful Scottish lament there called Hector the Hero. Looks like everybody's got the PayPal link working just okay. I know that somebody had to put a donation in there before my session even started, so I was pretty sure that it was running okay. So I'm glad everybody figured that out. Yay. All right, let's play one more tune, and then it'll be time for a couple announcements. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you TRAD friends, faithful followers that you are, for tuning in, grabbing your instrument, and playing along with me. Here we are going into the 6th year of tunes, and seems like we're going strong. So once again, that's thanks to you guys that I'm here doing what I'm doing. All right, let's do tune number 5. Here's a tune that is not well known. It's called the Visiting Kittens. And this was written by the Irish fiddle player Maurice Lennon, who for a while lived in the Fairhope, or the Gulf Coast area around Pensacola, and would come to Fairhope and play at our session there regularly. He was a master fiddle player, well known around the world, and he would come and really help kick the old session up a couple notches, to say the least. And he would show us tunes that he'd written that were unique and fun. And he also did some workshops for my students back in the day, and this is a tune that he taught them, and I had to go ahead and put it in my own repertoire and then share it with other folks. You won't find it in a book. You would have to be be sitting alongside Maurice Lennon and playing at a session with him, or maybe taking a workshop from him to learn this tune. But I'm sure he will really enjoy the fact that we're playing it here today. It's called the Visiting Kittens. It's a jig in G, and there are some little bits of it that maybe even make you think of other jigs, but he's a master of sticking little motifs together and making a whole new bit. Here we go with a very unique jig that I'm sharing with you, written by Maurice Lennon, the Visiting Kittens. 1, 2. Top. Kittens, a tune written by, composed by Maurice Lennon, the master Irish fiddle player, who I used to pal around with for a while, and a special one to give you. And yes, Kim, I would say maybe he was playing Off She Goes, and some kittens. Somebody brought a box of kittens for him to look at. Hey, it's time to go over a few little news alerts so that you can keep all the upcoming things in mind. Number one, this is the first of 3 play-along sessions I'll be doing. And the next one will be next week on April 28th. And after that, another one on May 5th. So 3 in a row, 3 Mondays in a row. Next week, I've got a special playlist. All the tunes will name places in Ireland. So we'll be taking a little trip all around Ireland with tunes that mention either towns or cities or roads or certain tourist attractions or well-known spots. So we'll have fun bouncing around Ireland next week with that playlist. Also, don't forget that every session that I've done this year in 2025, they're all available on my YouTube channel. So all you have to do is go to youtube.com/@TomMorleyFiddle, and you'll find all my sessions. You can watch them at your convenience. I use timestamps in the text to go immediately to the tunes and start right away with playing them with me, not wasting any time. And also with YouTube, you can slow the videos down and you can learn a tune if you think I'm playing it too fast. So I'm really happy to be sharing all my sessions on YouTube now, and even this session will be available within the next day or so. Some of you folks are going to join me, I know for a fact, at the John C. Campbell Folk School in beautiful Brasstown, North Carolina, when I do a special Irish Fiddle Weekend, and that will be May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not too late to go to folkschool.org and sign up and join me for 3 days of fiddling fun. And I'll be playing lots of tunes, sharing lots of tunes, teaching lots of tunes, and just basically going off on 100 tangents and telling everybody the world of Irish fiddling according to Tom Morley. So you don't want to miss that. And we'd be together for many hours. So don't forget that. I also want to thank any of you who joined me 2 weeks ago for my Irish Slow session as part of Fiddle Hell, the Fiddle Hell Online 2025 weekend. So that was a lot of fun, and it was great to see some of you all on the old Zoom screen. So there's all the news for today, and it's time to get back into the tunes after I say hi to Franco, who has tuned in, and Mary as well from Labrador. Oh my goodness, that's really nice of you to tune in as well. So many wonderful TRAD friends once again tuning in and playing along with me. Thank you guys so much. Let's go into the second half of our session here with Margaret's Waltz. This is a tune that was written in 1959 by Pat Shaw for a lady named Margaret, and it was from England. So this is an English tune, but it has become quite popular, and for a while it was the most requested tune on Scottish radio stations. So it's kind of traveled the world. I heard the Tannahill Weavers play it over a year ago when they stopped here in Chattanooga and put on a show, and that really reminded me what a beautiful tune this is. It's in the key of A major, and when you play this tune, you play with a little bit of a lilt on the 8th notes, which really gives it a swishy feel and you can just see folks out on the dance floor dancing to Margaret's Waltz. Here we go, 2 times around. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So pretty, maybe we should do it one more time. What do you say? 1, 2. There we go. What a beautiful tune. Pretty chords. I tried to give you a hint of those chords with some of my double stops. Pretty C-sharp minor chords and F-sharp minor chords that really set it apart from other simpler tunes. But what a pretty tune for you all. That's Margaret's Waltz. Okay. Here's a tune that's popular on the East Coast. In the West, it's in the Portland collection. It's called Scully's Reel. And while it's hard for me to find its origin, I know that it's a popular tune for contra dances, both on the East Coast and the West Coast. And being in the Portland collection, it certainly made it a more popular tune as well. This tune sounds more than a little bit like the King of the Fairies, the hornpipe. So when I play it, I make sure I do not lilt any of the eighth notes. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It means, in other words, I play the eighth notes very straight in real fashion, R-E-E-L, real fashion, and so that I don't accidentally start playing the King of the Fairies instead, because they start out with almost the exact same little melody. Here we go, 3 times around on Scully's Reel in E minor. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. is the name of that tune. And it does have quite a bit of King of the Fairies in there, but it's not a hornpipe, and it makes it a good tune to put in with some other reels, especially for contra dances. So, fun tune there. We have so many people who tuned in from so many places. It's really wonderful. Fran, of course, keeping track of all your comments, and I really appreciate it. I'll read them all later, of course. And I tried to say hi to everybody. It's not always that easy to do, but as always, we've got trad friends coming from every part of the U.S., from north to south and east to west, clear up to every border and every coastline. And then we also have some wonderful friends tuning in from Canada. So I really appreciate that too. And I hope you guys will continue to join me whenever you can on a Monday night. So once again, thanks to everyone for stopping by and playing some tunes with me. Pay the Reckoning is next. This is an interesting jig that I discovered from a local flute player here in Chattanooga. He has a band, and the name of the band is Pay the Reckoning, so it's obviously one of his favorite tunes. I did a little research. This tune goes way back to the 1700s. I told you we had some pretty ancient tunes on the playlist today. That's what I love about these trad tunes. You can mix them together. A tune that was written 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 100 years ago or 200 years. They all match up and sound wonderful together. So what a repertoire to pull from, huh? Pay the Reckoning was a tune also known as Jackson's Jug of Punch. And it was published as far back in books in 1785 and then also in 1811. The first times that this tune showed up. So trad players have been playing this one for a while. What do you say? Here we go. It's a jig in the key of G. Flips to E minor in the B section. Pay the Reckoning. 1, 2, here we go. Pay the Reckoning. And yes, if you're looking at the sheet music that I provided, the first line and the second line on the B, the dotted quarter note, that there's a mark above it, and that's a roll. In classical music, it's a turn. In Irish music, we call it a roll. So you play the 1-3-1, open 1. You fiddle players, you heard me do it. So the first measures here go. You can play it long. You don't have to play that. You can just play the long note as well. So, but that's a classic Irish ornament that you can add, particularly in jigs when you have a long note like that. Turn one note into 5. But thanks for the question. And you guys are paying attention. I got to say that. All right, we have just enough time here to play 2 more tunes. Bill Malley's Barndance. This is a tune I heard on a Martin Hayes recording early in my discovery of Irish traditional tunes, and it's always been a favorite of mine. Bill Malley was a fiddle player from County Clare, so it's named for him. And well, a lot of barn dances, you swing or lilt the 8th notes a little bit. This one, the way Martin Hayes played it, is pretty straight. 1 and 2 and 3, and not. You would think that would happen, but this tune has also got a lot of quarter notes in it, so it's a much more stately sounding tune to me, almost like a march, but it isn't a busy tune at all. There are a couple fun little triplets in it. You'll hear me play them, and those are pretty straight as well. Triplet 1, triplet 2. So it's the style that I play. This is the way I heard Martin Hayes do it all those many years ago. In the key of G, 2 times around on Bill Malley's Barndance. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Go. I put a lot of those Martin Hayes slides in there, those easy, smooth little slides. Hope you enjoyed Bill Malley's Barndance. Well, we're at the end of another hour and our 10th tune. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, for Play Along session number 219. Remember that you can catch me with all my sessions from this year on YouTube. and visit me there as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, as they say. I can use all the subscribers that I can get. Plus, you'll always be notified when I put the next one up. That's a good deal. Last tune, it's a Irish polka called Jer The Rigger. I like this one so much I put it in my Fiddle Club Favorites book. Key of A, are you ready? 3 times around on Jer The Rigger. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you, everybody. You all have a great week. Stay well, be safe, be kind, play some good tunes, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.